Cloudburst. This year, in early July, the state of Uttarakhand faced the wrath of the natural calamity cloudburst. This is the third year in recent past that the state in India has been struck by cloudbursts. That is, on 2013, 15 and 16. Out of these, the cloudburst and resultant flash flood of 2013 is worthy to be mentioned. This year alone, at least 30 people were killed after heavy rains triggered cloudbursts in several districts of Uttarakhand. National Disaster Relief Force teams were rushed from Delhi to the affected areas in both Pithoragarh and Chamoli districts to help in the rescue operation along with the State Disaster Relief Force, SSB, ITBP and other local agencies. In this backdrop, we would like to take this issue up for discussion. However, before going any further, let us try to find out the significance of this issue from the point of civil services examination. Significance. Given the frequent occurrence of this natural disaster and its impact on the economy and the society, and also the level of preparedness by the government to face this disaster, this has come up as an extremely important issue both in prelims as well as in mains. By the way, we would like to remind you that this issue is a part of the basic syllabus of geography in both the forms of examination. We would suggest you to take note of phenomena like clouds, cloud formations, air masses, various types of rainfalls, especially orographic rainfall, and impact of monsoon on Indian climate. You can refer to the issue on monsoon prepared by us in this respect. What is cloudburst? To put in simple terms, cloudburst is an extreme amount of precipitation in a limited area, sometimes accompanied by hail and thunder, that normally lasts no longer than a few minutes but is capable of creating flood conditions. In other words, it is a sudden aggressive rainstorm falling for a shorter period of time, limited to a small geographical area. Meteorologists say the rain form a cloudburst is usually of the shower type with a fall rate equal to or greater than 100 mm per hour. Generally, cloudbursts are associated with orographic rainfall and are hence irregular. The air currents rushing upwards in a rainstorm hold up a large amount of water. If these currents suddenly cease, the entire amount of water descends onto a small area with catastrophic force all of a sudden and causes mass destruction. This is due to a rapid condensation of the clouds. They occur most often in desert and mountainous regions and in interior regions of continental landmasses. How does it happen? Cloudburst is actually a situation when the intermolecular forces between the H2O molecules get very high due to the rapid decrease in the temperature or excess of electrostatic induction in the clouds, causing the lightning to remain inside the cloud only, which causes hyperactive energy inside the cloud. The water molecules get denser and get condensed, but do not leave the cloud due to excess of electrostatic force. As the water concentration gets higher and higher and the weight gets heavier, the water no longer is able to maintain force within the clouds, and so they fall and it precipitates. A cloudburst can suddenly dump 72,300 tons of water over 1 square acre. A real cloudburst is very rare. Sometimes we call a sharp shower in the mountains a cloudburst when it really is not. The runoff from the slopes creates such a deluge that it seems that a cloud has burst open like a paper bag. Of course, in a real cloudburst, the cloud does not break open. It happens because the rain forming in the cloud has been unable to fall down in a steady shower. Sometimes this happens when the cloud is ready to rain and the ground below is scorching hot, or maybe a very warm current of air is blowing under the rain cloud. Either of these events causes a strong upward of warm air. Raindrops find it very hard to fall through a current of rising air. When they start down, up they are whisked again. If this goes on for any length of time, the cloud gets an overload of rain. The drops that should have fallen are returned back and new drops are being formed all the time. Finally, something happens to change the situation. The weight of rain is able to break through, or maybe the updraft suddenly stops for some reason. Then all the raindrops, new ones and old, come tumbling down at once. Truly it seems as if the rain clouds burst. Various researchers suggest that they are manifestation of intense vortices of small scale that generate strong convection current which lift the moisture laden air with sudden rapidity to form cumulonimbus clouds shedding water load with great strength and ferocity. Cloudburst of Indian subcontinent is a common feature at southern Himalayan slopes during the onset of monsoons. This is because northern part of Indian subcontinent is very hot at this time, and when sea branches of North Indian Ocean air mass, both Bay of Bengal branch and Arabian Sea branch from east and west directions, reaches the northern Indian landmass. There is already a westerly jet stream present over south of Himalayas, which was formed during winter months. This jet stream, which is at an altitude of 8 km roughly, blocks the rise of hot air mass over the subcontinent. By the end of May, warm maritime air mass has accumulated well enough over Indian region such that it can kick those jet streams out of Himalayas, and the sudden vacuum left by jet stream gets filled with the rising warm air, resulting in a very rapid condensation and precipitation. This effect usually is pronounced more at Himalayas foothills due to the additional presence of orographic lift. For these reasons, we notice cloudburst phenomena mostly near mountains, otherwise it is very rare. This phenomena is prominently noticed in Dharamshala region of Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand because both the Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea branch of southeast monsoon meets here. Thank you.